Hey there, everyone. Tonight is a night to be discussing a lot. I mean, seriously. We are seriously getting a lot of NFL news lately, especially with Sam Darnold going to Carolina. The possibility that Atlanta could trade down, that is. And one of the biggest Tennessee Titans news just came out today. Man, we seriously got a lot to talk about. Between Sam Darnold being traded to Carolina, Atlanta Falcons getting ready to move on from the number 4 pick. I mean, seriously, we have a lot to discuss, people. I mean, seriously. Anyways, I'm Stephen Crocio. Welcome to tonight's episode of Stephen's NFL Podcast. Like I said, we have a lot to talk about. And it's going to be quite a thriller, considering the fact that Sam Darnold got moved on to Carolina after a crazy trade of the Jets. I thought that the Jets were going to have to trade this year's second-round pick. Instead, they traded next year's second-round pick. Man, most people did not see this coming. I mean, seriously, we thought the roles were going to reverse. I mean, we thought Sam Darnold was going to be traded for this year's second round and this year's 4th round and next year's 6th round. Instead, they go this year's 6th round, next year's 2nd round, and next year's 4th round. But now comes the new chapter for Sam Darnold. He's reuniting with Robbie Anderson under a new system run by an NFL coach who's in his 2nd year. I mean, seriously, that is what I call crazy. Sam Darnold really knows how to sync. Sam Darnold, he's preparing to start all over again. Tighten up. Welcome. We got some Tennessee Titans news to talk about too, especially some rumors going around just as soon as I'm done with the others. Sam Darnold, though, he really managed to sink his way. D. No, I'm just going to call you D. That's how you want to say it. Yeah, D, welcome. Yeah, I know it's Jim Schwartz. I mean, seriously. I thought Jim Schwartz was going to take the year off after leaving Philadelphia Eagles. But holy crap. I thought Jim Schwartz was going to take the year off. We all thought Jim Schwartz was going to take the year off after leaving Philadelphia. Guess he psyched us out. I think Panthers can go 10-6 or better. Tighten up. I think that I could see at least 9-7 the most because it's true. Sam Darnold, he'll be working with one of the biggest running backs, Christian McCaffrey. And he's got Robbie Anderson, who he worked with back in his time with the Jets. So I will agree. But here's the thing. Who is the defending Super Bowl champs? That's right. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's going to be the downfall. I mean, Atlanta and Saints could be 50-50, but the Buccaneers are definitely 0%. And yeah, people are comparing Sam Darnold to Tennessee Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill when he came to the Titans. I mean, seriously. People are comparing Sam Darnold to Ryan Tannehill. I mean, seriously, what did we give the Miami Dolphins for Tannehill? Well, a 4th round pick, and the year after that, 7th round. Darius Howell, welcome. I mean, seriously, that was quite the shocker. that day. But Sam Darnold was given more than Ryan Tannehill. I mean, seriously. If Sam Darnold pulls off a Ryan Tannehill, Carolina Panthers could easily make a comeback. But the Buccaneers are in the same division as them. That's gonna be a tall order. And at least Titans don't have to deal with Sam Darnold anymore. Well, at least not till they battle the NFC South, or they're in the same slot due to the fact that we're stuck with 17 games. But you know who has to face Sam Darnold this year? It's the Houston Texans. Yep, Houston's the one that got stuck with Carolina on week 17. And with no J.J. Watt, Sam Darnold's going to have a field day if he manages to improve. I mean, seriously. Of course, there is a few things. Houston Texans, they got to get that QB situation under control first. I mean, seriously, this Deshaun Watson thing is really getting old, people. Speaking of the NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons could be in the possibility to trade down at number 4. Yeah, the Falcons in a position to trade down. I mean, seriously, this could give teams that need QBs in a prime position. I mean, seriously, Denver Broncos is one of those teams that's going to. I thought a perfect fit for Deshaun can be Panthers and Dolphins. Well, tighten up. You might as well cross off Carolina because Sam Darnold is already a Carolina Panther now. The team right now, there are 3 possible teams that could be in the running for Atlanta Falcons' number 4 pick. And that is Denver Broncos, who have Drew Lock, but could definitely use a new QB. I mean, seriously, they're in the run. I mean, seriously, they could be talking to Trey Lance. New England Patriots, who need QB. And finally, the Chicago Bears. And Bears? They got Andy Dalton. That may be, but if Andy Dalton doesn't step up, then I thought Sam Darnold was going to stay with the Jets. I thought so too, Darius. But the Carolina Panthers gave everything. The Carolina Panthers gave them everything. Everything. It is also confirming New York Jets will be selecting Zach Wilson at number 2 on draft night. I mean, seriously. It is confirming Zach Wilson will be drafted in the first round, with the second pick in the draft. I mean, seriously. The New York Jets are officially committed to Zach Wilson. Given the fact that Trevor Lawrence will be drafted by the Jaguars, who are they going with? Zach Wilson. Vinroy Barrett, welcome. I mean, seriously. Honestly, Falcons need new coaching and a QB if they're going to do better. What, you don't think Arthur Smith can coach this team? Psst. But you are right about the QB thing, though. Tighten up. I think they do need a new QB. I think they should use it. Use that 4th pick on it instead of trading it. But yeah, there is a possibility that it could go to Denver, it could go to New England, or it could go to Chicago. You heard the Titans can sign Zach Ertz. That is one of the rumors that we're going to talk about, Vinroy. Yeah, that's one of the rumors we're going to talk about later on. But first, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get it over with. So yeah, Tennessee Titans have two rumors in the mix. Zach Ertz tightened up already. Vinroy Barrett already brought it up. The second one came from a few days ago, and it's J.C. Jackson. Yeah, J.C. Jackson and Zach Ertz are rumored. I mean, seriously. But here's the thing about J.C. Jackson. It will cost the Titans a second-round draft pick because of that second-round tender. But if they nail Zach Ertz, that could be a game changer, considering the fact that they could. Seriously, it's not like Kyle Pitts is going to land right into our laps. Plus, we do have Eagles connections now that Jim Schwartz came back to Titans as a senior defensive assistant. I mean, seriously, the guy really led the Titans defense. It's like pro. Raiders going to be good. Is JC a free agent? He's a restricted free agent, Vinroy. He's a restricted free agent. JC is a restricted free agent because they put the second round tender on him. So here's the thing. If a team signs with tries to sign J.C. Jackson, New England Patriots have till after April 23rd to match the deal or accept the second round draft pick. So after April 23rd, New England Patriots can counteract the contract of whoever tries to sign him in order to keep him. And if it fails, then the team that wants him gets him, but it'll give the Patriots a second round draft pick. And so in order for Tennessee Titans to get J.C. Jackson, they have to give up the draft pick they are best good at in history. I mean, seriously, Kevin Dodd was the only. Yeah, Kevin Dodd was the only dud we had. Saints fan 101, welcome. I bet you're ready to hear about Sam Darnold coming to Carolina through a trade. I mean, seriously, now your New Orleans Saints have to deal with Sam Darnold twice a year. It's going to be one hell of a party. What if the Saints sign Zach Ertz? That's going to be a tough call, considering the fact that the Saints are near the bottom of the barrel. So Zach Ertz and JC, we have to trade for. I don't know about this one. Yeah, me neither. I can't even imagine getting both these guys. But if they can get at least one, I'd be okay with it. I mean, seriously, we can afford to lose the second round draft pick. We do need a proper cornerback. Especially if they go wide receiver in round 1. I mean, J.C. Jackson played all his games with the New England Patriots. Never once missed a game with the Patriots. I mean, seriously. The guy has a perfect record. Maybe he knows something about how to avoid injuries. But of course, stealing guys from Patriots is what Titans does best, after all. I mean, seriously, they took Malcolm Butler. They may have lost him, but hey, at least they were able to hold on to him this long. Tennessee's in a wired spot right now. Wired spot. Well, with Jim Schwartz returning, maybe they could at least steal some Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions, or Carolina Panthers players, considering the fact that after he left Titans, he liked to play with those guys. I mean, seriously, we could seriously use some big-time contenders. I mean, seriously. But if they don't get J.C. Jackson, then it's going to be mostly pressured on Christian Fulton because they drafted Christian Fulton, and he's most likely the leader now that Malcolm Butler's gone. Titans been doing good in free agency and Pats. Yeah, yes, I have to agree. But the offense was kind of lacking, but the defense is good. Good. Titans have been mostly focusing on their defense more than their offense. Sure, they got Josh Reynolds from Los Angeles, but hey, they got Bud Dupree, Danico Audrey. And besides that Martharius Farley guy from the New York Jets, all their signings have been from teams that made the playoffs. Yeah, Matthias Farley is the only one that did not make the playoffs. But the Patriots look like a dangerous threat because they managed. Their first signing was Jonnu Smith. They brought in Matt Judon. They brought in Hunter Henry. Holy crap. Nelson Aguilar, too. I mean, seriously. All they need is a proper QB, and they're ready to rock and roll. All they need is a proper QB, and the Patriots will be rocking and rolling. I mean, seriously. Jay in the Bay, welcome. We seriously got a lot. We were just discussing Titans rumors. We also and Jim Schwartz's return. We also talked about Sam Darnold and the Atlanta Falcons' possibility of trading down. I mean, seriously, things can seriously go crazy. C. Cruz, what's up? Tennessee can do so much, but it will cost them the draft. I don't know. J-Rob would take a risk. I don't believe so either, Vinroy. I think the Falcons should stay at 4. Jay in the Bay, I think so. I think you're absolutely right, but they're making phone calls now. The Falcons are basically making phone calls. They could take any offer they got. I mean, seriously. Take note from the New York Jets. Anything can happen. They didn't believe they could trade Sam Darnold, but they did. and Carolina Panthers are the proof. I mean, seriously, Carolina Panthers were the proof that Sam Darnold could get traded. That was one heck of a party. Titans signed Peter Griffin to a max contract. Mr. Weezer, welcome. Like Peter Griffin would definitely sign, what like Tennessee Titans would sign with Peter Griffin after what he did with the New England Patriots. I mean, seriously, did you see that episode of Family Guy? Yeah, I highly doubt it. Like Titans would sign Peter Griffin after doing that shaboopy dance with during the Patriots game on that episode. I mean, seriously. Do you think Darnold will lead the Panthers to the playoffs? I believe so, Jay in the Bay. I believe so. I think Carolina will, in fact, make the playoffs with Sam Darnold. They just need to get Darnold the right guys and improve that defense. I think if it could be done, Sam Darnold will be heading into the playoffs with the Carolina Panthers. But I don't call them a NFC South champions yet. Not until at least Tom Brady's gone. Maybe at least a wild card. Now I think Tennessee will trade for Ertz because it makes more sense. Vinroy Barrett, yes. Now here are some rumors about that. It could be for a third and a 6th round draft pick. The Titans signed KJ Wright according to a 1-year deal, according to Ian Rappaport. What? I don't think. Nope. This signing is not a fit. Nope. This signing is not it. D, you're just really pranking us. I mean, seriously. But it is confirming KJ Wright will not be signing with the Dallas Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Will Jim Schwartz be the defensive coordinator in Tennessee? No, Jay in the Bay. That would be Shane Bowen. Jim Schwartz is coming back as the senior defensive assistant. Yeah, Jim Schwartz is coming back as the senior defensive assistant. It is confirmed Shane Bowen is still the defensive coordinator. Should the Saints sign Quan Alexander? Didn't you guys kick Quan Alexander, or was it someone else? Because if so, I think yes, if you could afford the right money. Because if you didn't, then I say yes. But you need the right money to do it. The Titans signed Richard Believus. Richard Belibas. Mr. Weezer. Not confirmed. Yeah, I figured that. Farley can fall to us to take him at 22. Then you don't trade for JC, then trade for Zach Ertz, wide receiver in 2. I think so, but I think Farley would still be gone afterward before we landed him at 22, because even though he's recovering from back surgery, he could still be drafted somewhere in near between the 10 through 20s. I mean, seriously. He could still be gone by then. It's going to take more of the back surgery and missing out the next year missing out this year to drop him any further than a second round pick. But what team need him? There's still some teams that need cornerbacks, like say Arizona Cardinals. Zach Ertz, Farley, Elijah Moore, third edge rusher, third round tackle. There is some rumors about Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma that could be a possibility to be drafted by the Titans. Should the Chiefs sign Melvin Ingram? I believe they would have done it already if it's confirmed. I believe they would have done it already because Melvin Ingram already visited the Chiefs. There's still no word on that. I think we're gonna have to wait till after the draft to figure that out. Speaking until after the draft, we're not expecting Richard Sherman to sign with anyone until after the draft. Yeah. Richard Sherman's gonna wait. Richard Sherman is going to wait until this draft is over to confirm which team he wants to sign with. Could Amy Schumer come to the NFL? I highly doubt it, Mr. Weezer. Where should Casey Hayward sign? Darius Howell. I believe Casey Hayward should sign wherever he wants. I mean, seriously. I can't even think of a possible destination, but I think Las Vegas Raiders, mostly. I think Las Vegas Raiders. Tennessee can do so much at this point. We don't know what will happen. Vinroy Barrett, you are correct. I mean, seriously, we don't know what the heck is going to be next. Do you live in Nashville? No, I live in New Jersey. Do you like the Giants? A little, but I have family members who are New York Giants fans. Yeah, I have family members who are New York Giants fans. Why do you like the Titans? Honestly, I choose. Honestly, I chose Titans because honestly, I don't know the answer. I think Casey Hayward should sign with the Seahawks. What are the Titans' most pressing personnel needs? Honestly, John Robinson definitely. Honestly, Mike Vrabel a needs someone to guide him through media day. Media. I mean, seriously, Mike Vrabel couldn't answer simple questions during his press conferences. He just kept on repeating the same line. Todd is our offensive coordinator. Shane is our defensive coordinator. This Zach Ertz trade might happen. Zach Ertz's girlfriend plays for the U.S. soccer women team. WTA. And tell me, is that somewhere in Nashville? Or is it somewhere else? I guess we'll have to see, won't we? I guess we'll have to see. I know you're not lying, believe me. But I guess we'll have to see if Zach. We'll just have to see if Titans and Eagles can pull up. Y'all re-signed Jadeveon Clowney? No way. We haven't heard a thing from Clowney yet. I mean, seriously, not a single word. Not ever since he met with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, seriously. There was not a single word from Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, seriously. Zilch. Clowney's trying to get the money. Ching. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he also has to remember this. Yeah, but this is a free agency. He can't just simply pick money and claim money for because cap salary has plummeted this year. So if Clowney wants to play in the NFL this year, he's got to take whatever contract he can get. CC, what's up? Do you think he will wait like last time he did? I think so, Vinroy. I think so. I think he might have to wait for the salary cap to build up and sit out the year. Otherwise, he's going to have to take what he can get. Unless, of course, he could sign with a team that has the most cap space and is not willing to lose a lot. Basically, Indianapolis Colts could definitely use Clowney. I mean, seriously, he already took Danico Audrey from them. I'm so pumped for this shit. So am I. And especially everyone. Especially since this is the first year we are getting 17 games. I mean, seriously. This is the first year we're getting 17 games. OMG, we can win this year versus Seahawks. I guess we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. Who do you the Titans take in the draft in your opinion? CC. I think Tennessee Titans they have to go wide receiver in the first round. Believe me. I think this is got to be wide receiver, but if not wide receiver, I think it's going to be Xavier Collins because John Robinson, he's now used to the guy. He trained him during Tulsa's pro day. So, yeah, Xavier Collins. But if it's wide receiver, it's going to be Elijah Moore because A.J. Brown's connection to him. I mean, seriously. But if it's not a wide receiver, it's going to be Xavier Collins. Believe me. John Robinson will defend him. Well, we already know what Jaguars and Jets are committed to with their first two picks. Where should Golden Tate sign? That's a tough call, believe me. Golden Tate should sign. Yikes. It's a tough call. AD is trash now. We have the guys to cover DK and Lockett. They lost even more. Yeah, that was a tough loss. Yeah, that was a tough loss. Yeah, that was a tough loss. And we don't know what KJ Wright's stats are, except the fact that he's not going to the Dallas Cowboys, believe me. Unless it's a ruse. Other than Tennessee Titans, Golden Tate could definitely sign with either Jacksonville or New York Jets. Believe me. He could stay in MetLife Stadium, just play for the AFC side, or go to Jacksonville, who can give Trevor Lawrence a slot receiver. Yeah. Well, Thoughts on the Deshaun Watson situation? CC, it's gotta be a big time plunder. I mean, seriously, the Deshaun Watson situation, it's what I call a mess. I mean, seriously, not getting the chance to be traded. When I saw your video where you said Titans bringing back Jim Schwartz, I thought we signed him. I was so happy. So happy. But it was just a coat. Coach. Jim Schwartz is more than just a coach. He really pulled. He really knows how to turn the 4-3 defense around. I mean, seriously. As for the Deshaun Watson situation, man, he's been filed by lots of people, by lots of women. God forbid. This is the kind of scandals people can't get themselves involved in. I mean, seriously. This is the kind of scandals you do not want to get mixed up in. I swear, if RD don't play right, Mike say goodbye. Yeah, I think you're right. But it would mostly be on John Robinson, though. Because they'll defend Mike Vrabel. John Robinson's the one that's going to take the fall. Should James Conner sign with the Jets? Darius, I think yes. I think they should get a running back, and if James Conner would agree to the Jets, then I say yes. The fact that Le'Veon Bell failed with the Jets is because of Adam Gase. So I think if James Conner comes to the Jets, I think he would still be perfect because guess what? There is no Adam Gase. It's just Robert Zaliff. Schwartz was a great hire for you guys. Thank you, CC. I mean, seriously, this has been the craziest 2 days. Sam Darnold coming to Carolina. Falcons preparing to. Carolina Panthers are legit. Daryl Zero Chill, welcome. I think I agree with you. I think Carolina is now legit. They just need to train Sam Darnold to be the quarterback of the future. Back, and I'm pretty certain that they can do it. Sam Darnold could be the next Ryan Tannehill. And Carolina Panthers could be the next Tennessee Titans. That's something they should have considered Carolina Panthers being the new Tennessee Titans. Panthers are legit. I agree too. Will be interesting to see what they do at the 8th pick. They'll probably go defense. Believe me, I think they probably go defense. So the draft done. I'm hoping we sign a cornerback. There's good guys still out there. Yeah, I'm pretty certain because Richard Sherman, he's not gonna sign with the team until the draft is done. Believe me, Richard Sherman's gonna wait it out. He's gonna wait it out, people. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I'll see you all next time.